Hi, in this video you're going to learn laptop motherboard circuit. Let's focus on this channel. So we have the power management IC as you can see here. Here we have basically a double MOSFET. This is a double MOSFET IC, okay? And we have inductor and we have chemical capacitors, many chemical capacitors, because the processor need an exact voltage. And over here, as you can see, we have the plus VCC core, the working voltage for the processor, the plus VCC core, as you can see. We're gonna begin with the charge circuit. So as you can see here, we have here basically the power jack connector with 4 terminals. So 2 terminals are positive and 2 others are negative. Here we have the battery connector. And over here we have the diode, as you can see, the inductor, and we have 2 switches. Okay? This is the charge IC, as you can see. And of course we have other components around the charge IC, including Zener diodes, resistors, ceramic capacitors, and so on. Here we have other 2 inductors. So these 2 inductors connected to the power rail. Here we have a current sense resistor. So basically this is the main component in the charge circuit. Let's say right now the CPU or the processor circuit. This is basically the processor. This processor is integrated with the NOT bridge. Here we have 2 channels. As you can see, we have 2 inductors, means 2 channels. Okay, so for the processor you can find 2 channels, 3 channels or more. So in the back of this processor, as you can see, we have other components like MOSFETs. As you can see, we have 4 MOSFETs, 2 MOSFETs with this 10 ohm capacitor for each channel. So here we have 2 MOSFETs and 10 ohm capacitor, and here also we have 2 MOSFETs and 10 ohm capacitor for the second channel. And of course here, this is the power management IC. This is the CPU power management IC over here. The big IC that control the CPU power. And here, as you can see, this is basically the 3 volt, 5 volt circuit. As you can see, we have 2 inductors with 2 chemical capacitors. So one inductor for 5 volt and the other inductor for 3 volts. Okay? And for the ICH, as you can see, we have a circuit. This chemical capacitor basically is the filtering capacitor for the GMCH. And over here we have another inductor with capacitor. This is basically the plus VCCP power for the CPU, the ICH, and the NOR bridge. And here, as you can see, this is basically the RAM or random access memory circuit, as you can see. We have inductor and chemical capacitor, and this is the RAM power management IC, as you can see here. It provides the power for the RAM depending on the type of the RAM. So let's see another motherboard in order to go deeper into understanding the laptop motherboard circuit. So here, as you can see, we have the power jack, we have 2 MOSFETs, we have inductor here connected to the power rail, we have another inductor, this is the current sense resistor, and this is the charge IC. Okay, so this is the charge IC circuit, as you can see here. So power jack, inductor, switches, other inductor, current sense resistor, and charge IC. So here basically we have the 3 volt, 5 volt circuit. Here we have 2 inductors. This inductor is for 3 volts. Okay, we have inductor, MOSFET, and chemical capacitor. We have another inductor, MOSFET, chemical capacitor for 5 volts. So for the RAM, as you can see, we have the IC, the RAM power management IC, as you can see. Basically this is a DDR2. As you can see, we have 1.8 volt. So this IC gives 1.8 volt. And the small IC gives the VTT for the RAM. The half of 1.8 volt means 0.9 volt. And here basically this is the CPU circuit where we have also two channels. Always inductor means a channel. And we have 10 ohm capacitors, MOSFETs, and so on. So in every circuit you will find inductor, capacitors, MOSFETs, and of course a power management IC. For this CPU, for example, this is the CPU power management IC. We have here MOSFETs. So as you can see here, for example, the charge IC, as you can see, we have its reference. Okay. So here, as you can see, this IC, as you can see, we have here the VADV adapter. If we go here, this is the DC in connector, as you can see, DC in connector, or the power jack. As you can see, we have DC jack. Okay, so this DC jack, basically we have here two pins directly connected to inductors here, as you can see, and then goes to current sense resistor. Here we have current sense resistor, PR, and then goes to this switch, and then goes to the charge IC. Okay, so here of course we have two pins for ground, and in the other side, as you can see, we have another inductor, PL7, we have a current sense resistor, and we have here the battery charge. Here we get the battery charge, as you can see, signal that goes directly to these two inductors and goes to battery. This is basically the battery connector. Okay, so as you can see here, we have another power management IC. Basically this is the VTT. It generates the voltage for RAM terminals. So here we have the IC, here we have two MOSFETs, and we have inductor, and over here we get the voltage. Okay, and of course here we have the chemical capacitors. So in every circuit you will find the power management IC, you will find MOSFETs and the inductor with the chemical capacitor for filtering purposes. Okay, of course here we have the VIN. Always the VIN is about 19 volt. It will pass through this MOSFETs. Of course this MOSFET and this MOSFET will get the drive. As you can see here, we have the drive high signal or the control signal from the power management IC here. Okay, and then we will get the voltage, the working voltage here, and then it will pass through the inductor and through the chemical capacitor in order to be filtered, and we will get it here. And of course here this is the test point where we can check whether we get this voltage or not. So basically this IC is the CPU IC, as you can see, big IC. This is for the processor. So as you can see here, we have basically two channels. This is one channel over here, and we have another channel over here. Okay, so let's focus on this channel. So we have the power management IC, as you can see here. Here we have basically a double MOSFET. This is a double MOSFET IC. Okay, and we have inductor, and we have chemical capacitors, many chemical capacitors, because the processor need an exact voltage. And over here, as you can see, we have the plus VCC core, the working voltage for the processor, the plus VCC core, as you can see. Okay, so the same for the other channel. If we go to other channel, we will find the same. So here we have a double MOSFET. Of course, we have IC. So this double MOSFET will get the control signal from this IC and then generate the VCC core. So as you can see here, we have inductor and we have other capacitors, chemical capacitors, and here we get plus VCC GFX. Okay, GFX. Why GFX? Because the CPU generates both voltages for the processor and for the NOT bridge. So this is basically the working principle on how the laptop circuits works.